Welcome to the Daniels faculty. We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. I would also like to pay my respects to Indigenous elders, both past and present, and to any of those who may be here with us today, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. As we come together at this online celebration, we are dispersed across the world. Land acknowledgements are essential, no matter where we are situated. Though we're not all in Toronto, it is imperative we recognize the native land that the university is located on, and the land that each of us is physically on. I am currently situated at the University of Toronto, which is, as previously stated, the traditional territory of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. It is an absolute imperative that we continue to educate ourselves beyond this land acknowledgement. It is important to understand the long-standing history that has brought you to reside on this land, and to seek to understand your place within that history. It is now my pleasure to introduce Elder Wabagoon. Elder Wabagoon is an Ojibwe elder who sits with the Loon clan. She's a member of the Laxil First Nation, a keeper of sacred pipes, and a 60s scoop survivor. She's also a speaker, land defender, and water protector. She recently accepted the inaugural position of First Peoples Leadership Advisor to the Dean with the faculty of the John H. Daniels School of Architecture, Landscape, and Design at the University of Toronto. Please join me in welcoming Elder Wabagoon.
Elder Wabagoon, I ask that you accept this tobacco as part of my ask that you welcome everyone to the June 2021 Daniels Convocation.
Miigwech, Carla, for this beautiful gift. Miigwech.
Miigwech, Paul, for the lovely introduction, and miigwech for the gift of tobacco, Carla. Buju in the way Maganadog, Anin, Indigenous Wabagoon, Indunjaba, Obishikokang, Laksua First Nation, Mangdodam. Hello and welcome all my relations. My name is Wabagoon, flower blooming in spring. I come from the narrows abundant with white pine, Obishikokang, Laksua First Nation, and I sit with the Loon clan. I have with me today my helper and husband, Carl Shea, knowledge keeper of the Eastern Door, Elnu Nation, Lynx clan. Zigwan, it is spring. In our sacred circle, we sit in the eastern direction with the great winged one, Migizi, the eagle where everything is in the stage of birth, renewal and growth. A time when we set new intentions, plant our seeds, and embrace new relationships with all our relations, the winged ones, the swimmers, the crawlers, the two-legged, the four-legged, the root nation, the plant nation, the tree nation, the sky nation, and the star nation. It is a time where we walk gently upon Mother Earth and look for the lessons hidden under every leaf and rock, and we say miigwech. It's a time to look up and see the beauty in the sky nation. Watch the winged ones soar high in the clouds, feel sun, embrace moon, and count the stars, and we say miigwech. It's a time to look out over Mother Earth and see the beautiful tree elders. Ask them questions and know your spirit will hear the answers. Marvel over how they have stood in one place for so long. They show us the lesson of living in harmony as one, and we say miigwech. It is a time when we see the rain fall, watch the lightning strike, and listen to the thunder roll, as it's all part of our sacred nibi, our sacred water, and our sacred circle, for water is life. Water was chosen for the welcoming ceremony, so that we may all have access to this beautiful medicine today, and we will all have the opportunity to say miigwech, thank you, to the water. This Mishkiki Nibe medicine water has medicine stones from the Skeena and Bulkley rivers, where they meet at the Great Kazan in British Columbia. The cedar comes from trees that surround Trout Lake in northern Ontario. This water will clear a path that we will all journey on together today, a path that will guide us to respect, love, courage, and humility. The words to the song I'm about to sing are, "Water, we love you. Water, we thank you. And water, we respect you." I will ask those able to stand with me and face the eastern direction. As I sing, I will guide you to turn to your right and face the next direction. For those who need to remain seated, please close your eyes and see the directions in your mind's eye. Niba Gija Gehigo Gimekwich away Nimigo Gija way Nimigo. Turn to your right and face the southern direction. Nibe Gija Gehigo Gimekwich away Nimigo Gija way Nimigo. Turn to your right and face the western direction. Niba Gija Gehigo Gimekwich away Nimigo Gija way Nimigo. Turn to your right and face the northern direction. Niba Gija Gehigo
Gi mek witch away ni mi go. Gi sha way ni mi go. Please have a seat, and for those who remain seated, please gently open your eyes. Let us remember the tranquility of silence, the echo of loons on the lake, and the water lapping on the shores. Take a moment to appreciate the flowers that bloom in the spring, and live the lesson of living in harmony as one with all living things on Mother Earth. I say miigwech as I honor those who came before me, and I say miigwech as I welcome you to the Daniels June 2021 Convocation. Apachiko chi miigwech bisandawiyek. Thank you very much for listening, and welcome.
Thank you, Paul and Elder Wabagoon. I'm Robert Wright, and I've had the honor of serving as your dean during your final year at the Daniels faculty. Congratulations on reaching this milestone in your education. It is a tremendous accomplishment in any year and is made even greater given the challenges you have faced. You are here today because of your talent, your tenacity, and the support of the community around you. Thank you to all the parents, family, partners, and friends who are joining us from around the world to celebrate virtually with you today. Of course, community has taken on new meaning in this time of isolation. As celebrations continue at a distance, it is a stark reminder that we are merging from the most challenging of years into an uncertain future. It has been a year of loss for all of us, and a year of uncomfortable but necessary conversations. The challenges that we face today, climate change, inequity, racial injustice, mental health, and the impacts of the pandemic are not going away. So why in this moment should we feel hope? For me, it is not because of unwavering optimism, but because of all of you. Despite unprecedented obstacles in your path, you have demonstrated that with challenge comes opportunity, and you seize that opportunity to enact positive change. You called on your institutions and professions to transform, adapt, and evolve, not only to meet a changing world, but to be part of the solution ahead. You navigated time zones, distance, and in new ways of learning. You supported your peers and built relationships through shared values and activism. And amidst it all, you produced some of the highest quality work I have ever seen during my 35 years at the faculty. As we come together for your convocation today, I believe that you have the tools that you need to build the future you want, and the work has just begun. Now it is my pleasure to welcome our Associate Dean, Academic Robert Levitt.
Thank you, Rob. Congratulations to all of you graduating this year. You have not only persevered through the unprecedented trials of the pandemic and begun to address the heightened social challenges brought to the fore during the same time, you have all excelled beyond expectation. I and my colleagues from here and elsewhere see clearly that you have managed to thrive in spite of the pandemic. You'll be remembered for the resourcefulness that you have brought to your studies, the ability to pivot to new media of work and collaboration, and the ability to maintain community in the absence of all of our habitual modes of contact. For this, I applaud you. In spite of the hardships of the year, daunting challenges, to the realization of social justice, and particularly in ways that impinge on our specific disciplinary responsibilities, your work remains optimistic. Optimistic in thinking about the role each of the disciplines here at the faculty can play in shaping our environments, responding to new, or for some newly recognized, social justice demands in built form, in environmental management, and in giving voice to the plural perspectives of people here and elsewhere in the world. It's now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Jay Pitter. Many of you probably already know her from the lecture that she gave this year at the Daniels faculty, or as the John Bosefield's Distinguished Visitor in Planning at the University of Toronto. Through her role as a public intellectual, she has been a powerful advocate for reforms to urban policies, laws, and more broadly, urban design strategies, all with an eye to dismantling a heritage of racist urbanism. Her work combines the human-centered perspective of an ethnographer who makes visible the lived experience of racist policies with an activist's perspective on what remedies might be used to transform our cities into more racially just environments. Pitter, whose award-winning placemaking work has sought to mitigate growing divides in cities across North America, has also instituted an equitable planning certificate program at the University of Detroit and is the author of the forthcoming book, Black Public Joy and Where We Live, and the co-editor of Subdivided, City Building in an Age of Hyperdiversity. We're thrilled to have her here as our keynote speaker, so please join me in welcoming Jay Pitter.
Dedicated faculty and staff, proud loved ones, and most of all, esteemed graduates of the John H. Daniels Faculty of Architecture, Landscape, and Design at the University of Toronto. I am honored to deliver this year's Convocation keynote. Although I deliver keynotes on stages across North America, today's keynote is very special to me because, like all of you, I didn't have the privilege of attending my convocation in person. You see, I entered graduate school as a mature student and single mother of a young woman. In fact, the year I entered graduate school, my daughter entered an undergraduate program at the very same university. I was elated, but imagine how mortifying it would be to bump into your mom while heading to the library or campus pub with friends. I'm sure I was way more delighted than my daughter was about our unique situation. However, my journey back to school wasn't as I'd imagined. As an almost 40-year-old student and mid-career professional who had to continue working full-time, I wasn't able to build relationships with fellow students. And aside from my beloved advisor, I was invisible to most professors in the faculty. In fact, I doubt that anyone noticed that I didn't attend my convocation or any related celebrations. I don't share this to assign blame or to extract empathy. I'm sharing this experience because I want you to understand that I have a deep sense of the mixed feelings you're likely experiencing. Many of you are rightfully proud of the tremendous accomplishment that this special day represents. At the same time, attending classes on Zoom, being separated from classmates and loved ones, and navigating unprecedented global uncertainty while completing your degree has undoubtedly taken a toll on your physical and mental health and overall sense of hope for the future. Some of you may feel fatigued, betrayed, and even depressed. That's okay. Despite being told that convocation keynotes are supposed to be inspirational, I wouldn't dare diminish the difficulties of the past year and your full spectrum of emotions, which you are all entitled to. It is okay to acknowledge that listening to my keynote through a screen instead of gathering with your closest friends and supportive faculty and staff is a less than ideal beginning to the next chapter of your individual and collective journeys. Fortunately, I know a thing or two about making the most of less than ideal beginnings. In addition to not having the privilege of time to attend my own convocation, the first steps I took following my graduation were profoundly disappointing. I joined a firm, and although I was hired in a relatively senior role, it was unaligned with my values and approaches as a multidisciplinary urbanist. Before long, I was on my own, building a practice and alternate equitable model for building cities where everyone thrives. This was well before COVID and the reckoning that we are experiencing across urbanism sectors. So my challenges to elite, technocratic design and development approaches were initially met with considerable resistance. And I couldn't find job opportunities that connected urban design to social equity, which continues to be the focus of my research and practice portfolio. Mainstream urbanism did not understand me, nor did it have a job opportunity for me. And so I created an opportunity for myself. At the time, West Bank was beginning the redevelopment of the Honest Ed site, and early on I noted a significant gap in terms of capturing the rich, intangible cultural heritage of the site and its deep meanings for new immigrants, students, racialized communities, artists, and many other stakeholder groups. So, I decided to hire myself and stage a dynamic community engagement intervention on the street corner in front of the site. I enlisted support of a photographer, a former mentee, and my Facebook friends. The invitation to community members was simple. Come down to the store and share a personal artifact and/or a story with us related to the cultural heritage of the site. On the day of the convening, non-stop waves of Torontonians met me in front of the Honest Ed store and generously allowed me to document their place-based stories through photography and short-form anecdotes. I spoke to families on their way to brunch in the morning, young people heading to the local clubs later in the evening, and low-wage workers as they exited the all-night bus just before midnight. I met unforgettable people, a man whose entire family was murdered at the Auschwitz concentration camp, an elderly woman who collected cans and bottles to cash in for meal money at the end of the month, and a group of LGBT plus youth who invited me to dinner at the transitional home where they resided. In fact, I ended up volunteering to prepare Sunday dinner with that group of youth for an entire year afterwards. The engagement was so successful that in just one day, we collected over 100 personal artifacts and stories, which caught the attention of media and the Mervish family. Within a couple of months, I was officially hired to lead this very same engagement at the site and showcase some of the stories and artifacts I'd collected in a local gallery. I'm not suggesting that all challenges, especially systemic challenges, can be resolved with initiative or imagination. But this and other experiences have taught me a few things about navigating less than ideal beginnings. I'd like to share some of these lessons with you. Don't settle on a job, pursue your purpose. Early in my career, an employer told me that I didn't have an employee personality. I thought it was a compliment. She was not so amused. I've never taken a job with the aim of simply fulfilling the task listed beneath the job description. All of my jobs have enabled me to stretch beyond my current capacity while utilizing the gifts I've been blessed with to serve communities. This has always been my non-negotiable job requirement. And so when I was faced with taking the predictable path of settling into an okay enough architectural firm or pursuing my purpose, there was only one option. Choose yourself first. This applies to your personal and professional lives. Take yourself on long walks and out to fancy dinners before you start looking for strangers on dating apps to affirm that you are lovable. And when you're approaching your job search, choose yourself first by transforming your thesis idea into a workshop, writing an article, or hosting a neighborhood walk focused on a topic that you're passionate about. This may seem counterintuitive because academia often fosters an unhealthy habit of searching for external validation in the form of grades, scholarships, and coveted TA positions. But out on these streets, and by that I mean the professional world, I'm a Scarborough kid, you will have to learn to cultivate and affirm a deep sense of value from within. Early in my urbanism career, the sector didn't choose me, but I kept showing up and sharing my approaches and small-scale initiatives at the time. My colleagues began to recognize the value of my work because I chose and valued myself first. Lastly, embrace community over competition. As my practice has grown and flourished, it's been assumed that I'm competitive with incredible hustle and resilience. And that's true to some extent, although I'd underscore that I never compete with other people or firms. I am my only competition. And despite emerging from the margins of a poorly designed, socially fraught neighborhood, I'll tell you that resilience is overrated. Sure, I'm tough and hardworking, but I would not be delivering this Convocation keynote if it were not for the love and support of my community. I am standing on the shoulders of my enslaved African ancestors who survived centuries of unspeakable place-based discrimination. I am the daughter of an immigrant woman who suffered in precarious, low-wage jobs before going back to school and moving us out of public housing. I am the chosen daughter of an Irish-Canadian second grade teacher turned second dad who instilled in me a love for the city and a sense of healthy spatial entitlement. Take up space. And when I had the wild idea of independently leading an engagement in front of honest dads, it was my community that spread the word online and came out with friends and colleagues to support my little initiatives. And my growing global community is why I now lead an award-winning placemaking practice that spans 25 plus cities across North America. And I have a 2-book deal with Penguin Random House at McClellan and Stewart. Never underestimate the power of community, the power of choosing yourself first, and the power of pursuing your purpose. This is how we transform less than ideal beginnings.
Thank you, Jay, for your inspiring words. I'm Sandy Smith, and I am the Director of Forestry Programs in Daniels. It is my greatest pleasure to congratulate all our graduates in the Master of Forest Conservation program, a professional degree that builds skills in forest management, conservation, and public stewardship. Congratulations to each of you. What an achievement, and accomplished in a year like no other. I know how challenging it has been, especially for our forestry students with limited access to the field or hands-on internships within which to learn and practice. Despite these and other challenges thrown your way this year, you have seen it through. You have reached your goal. We hope that you see your forestry degree as just the beginning, though, and that you will continue to ask the critical questions, engage with new ideas, and apply your unique forestry skills to solve our planet's wicked problems. Welcome to the world of forest conservation. The very best to you all from your forestry profs. Annabella Oshana, Zijon Chen, Jonathan Dion, Julia Tenshan Feng, Shimo Feng, Alexandra Farkas, Sarah Green, Natalie Hayblum, Leanne Jennings, Heba Gerard, Anna Ketchum, Claire Luty, Sin-Chung Lee, Emily Locke, Zijing Vicky Liu, Samantha O'Donnell, Richard Ormrod, Madison Postma, Dean Rosen, Birasthath Krishna Selvakumar, Emil Siddiqui, Colin Smith, Rajeshwari Sriram, Gary Taylor, Janelle Ami Tetro, Adam Tweedle, Maria Wakar, Howling Wei, Noah Goldsmith Wolf, Firen Shu. Now allow me to welcome the Director, Master of Landscape Architecture, Liat Margolis.
Each year, Convocation is a bittersweet event for me and my landscape faculty colleagues. Bitter as we grasp how fast time has passed since you started the program and how attached we have become to each and every one of you as we let you go. Sweet as we marvel at your remarkable growth over the past 3 years, your extraordinary depth, sensitivity, and clarity of thought, your incredibly poised presentations, your provocative and beautiful work. You all carry incredible gifts and teachings on knowing and respecting all of our relations, on connecting to land and bringing communities together in a meaningful way. Teachings that are ever so needed today. We're extremely proud of your accomplishments and honored to have you as graduates of our esteemed program. To us, you are and always will be part of the MLA family. A huge congratulations to the Master of Landscape Architecture class of 2021, and virtual hugs from all of us. Mohammed El Hunaidi, Jin Cao, Owobo Chen, Blake Creamer, Amelia Harton, Shuaini Hu, Elia Karmali Ismail, Gal Kaufman, Louisa Elizabeth Kennett, Ryohei Kondo, Wesley Loik Kwon, Fan Liu, Kate Marie Line, Lauren Nicole McLachlan, Hamid Nadi, Ikra Ijaz Nakvi, Elif Ozjelik, Morgan Quinn, Natalie Sisson, Allison Elizabeth Christich Smith, Bing Ching Soon, Ruixian Tang, Andrew Paul Renfrew Taylor, Hilary Ann Todhunter, Jennifer Chow Tran, Jake Jiaji In, Ricky Zhou, Yufei Zhou. Now it is my pleasure to welcome our Master of Architecture, Program Director Vivian Lee.
Thank you, Liat. Congratulations to the Master of Architecture class of 2021. This is the largest group of Master of Architecture students, 2 cohorts that are graduating simultaneously and at the precipice of so much to do. I say so much to do because you have shown us through the ingenuity of your graduating thesis work, which is a huge array of subject matters, that you have brilliant ideas for how to improve our future. You have designed spaces for better health, for affordable living, and for how architecture can ignite and represent social change. You have shown us plans to address climate emergency through design and material choices. You have demonstrated that good design is critical in scales large and small in both real and virtual spaces. I speak for all of us when I say that my colleagues, your instructors, and I have been so impressed by your dedication to research and creativity in design. If these stellar projects and their future imaginaries can be accomplished in a year of remote isolation and worldwide pandemic, I have so much faith and hope in you as the next generation of architects and as the stewards of our future spaces. I will continue to miss you all dearly, as I already haven't seen you since March of 2020. As alumni, please feel free to come back. Come let us know what you've been up to and the steps you're taking to realize your ambitions in architecture or related fields. I hope to wish each of you a heartfelt, in real life congratulations when I do see you next. And the graduating of Master of Architecture class of 2021 are Naseem Abdullahi Sani, Yaya Abdullah, Nor Akalili, Neamaka Marlene Amadi. How you buy. You can buy. Chaya Bardawaj, Christopher Ronald Blackwell, Ryan Brewer, Avi Wing Yu Chang, Che Min Chang, Curtis Chen, Yu Chuan Stephen Chen, Xingyue Sabella Kong, Emmanuel Juliet Cook, Shalise Kutu, E.J. Dai, Atiye Danashien Arid Musa, Yue Zhu, Rachel Du, Xingting Fan, Yuan Fan, Miranda Fei, Wesley Fong, Yvonne Pui Yang Fu, Jeremy King He Feng, Raymond William Garrock, Armin Gaffaraziar, Michaela Gomes, Alexia Jade Harvey, Sarah Hassan, Asa Hayashi, Curtis Ho, Jessica Ho, Aeon Allison Jane, Sean Dylan Johnston, Yana Rafaela Kaiser, Pedram Karimi, Damian Adam Kurtz, Jae Won Kim, Ji Hee Kim, Thomas Yuhong Kim, Diana Marie Louise Konkan, Svetlana Kostov, Adam Krajewski, Ann Ling Chung Kwan, Eleanor Ann Laughlin, Timothy Ting Yan Lai, Christopher Lamb, Sean Nicholas Lamb, Junlin Lan, Fat Lei, Kang Ming Lee, Anna Ong Yi Lung, Jing Li, Shuo Li, Jia Wen Lin, Kai Chun Leo Liu, Pei Yun Liu, Monique Ashley Perez Lizardo, Melanie Lowe, Fiona Liu, Francesca Zenaida Liu, Ho Yi Chloe Liu, Ivana Look, Bess Hoxi Ma, Michael McNeil, Simba Zing Mai, Michaela Nick McCulloch, Valerie Marshall, Nicholas Gordon McLaughlin, Khalid Ishmael Megahead, Erica Jane Merkley, Janice Teresa Miyagi, Safina Molu, Emily Moore, Bronte Morris Pullman, Ehsan Nampour, Razi Nasiri, Zoha Nikuyan Fathi, Duk-an Ace Nguyen, Milan Nikik, San Yoon James No, Phoebe Pan, Yasmina Parto, Sarah Jenna Premji Mitha, Larab Kasim, Rhubarb Razvi, Autumn Riggin, Roman Romanoff, Audrey Rott, Irina Ruby Applebaum, Joshua Anthony Sam Cato, Ziling Ling Sung, Rahul Sahejpal, Yu Jun Shen, Jia Xing Shi, Vibhavi Shinde, Zan Shu, Aaron Segal,
Holly Ann Smith, Julie Ann Starling, Shivameka Suresh Kumar, Rishikesh Taylor, June Tan, Liam Thornwell, Xingyu Cao, Stephanie Y. Chi Tung, Sky Essa Ulasoy, Neil Xavier Voss, Blake Victor Wallace, Si-Chi Wang, Xing Laura Wang, Yaohan Vanessa Wang, Yi Yao Evie Wang, David Warwick, Li Wei, Lindsay Wu, Vincent Yi Fong Wu, Fan Xie, George Jashi Singh, Manchi Zhu, Roger Shu, Qiang Yang, J. Jacqueline Zhang, Jingyuan Treasure Zhang, Ran Zhang, Yi Zhang, Yuhao Serena Zhang, Yiting Zhen, Ghazi Zibin.
Congratulations. Now, please allow me to welcome the director of the post-professional program, Mason White.
Thank you, Vivian. What an unforgettable year for many reasons. But for me, this is unforgettable because of the growth and ingenuity I witnessed of this graduating class of post-professional students. This year is particularly special because it is the first graduating class under the Reform program. Within that, you have each pushed the limits of what design research can be and why it is important to the design disciplines. The persistence and curiosity demonstrated in your thesis projects is a testament to your promise and potential to lead the profession into urgent and sometime uncharted disciplinary territories. With this next step in your careers, as you go forward as graduates of the post-professional program, I am honored and inspired to consider you colleagues and design research leaders of your generation. Congratulations on your remarkable achievement in the face of great difficulty. There seems to be very little you cannot overcome. The 2021 graduates in the post-professional program are Hang An, Youssef El Hailu, Batul Fawar, Pooja Satish. Now, allow me to welcome the director of the Master of Urban Design program, Michael Piper.
Congratulations, Master of Urban Design class of 2021. As has been noted, you're all finishing out your degree in these, the strangest of circumstances. And while it would have been amazing to see and discuss your work in person, I can't help but feel impressed by the work that has been produced. Watching your thesis presentations this past April, I feel that a novel set of relationships have been formed, which seem to have enabled new ideas and resulted in a truly unique set of research questions, design propositions, and discussions. Instructors from across our faculty who have had the pleasure of working with you all have commented on your commitment, curiosity, ambition, and humility, qualities I've had the pleasure to affirm as I've gotten to know you over this past year. I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with you, to learn from your ideas, and I'm excited to see what comes next. Si-King Hu, Yung Xian Hung, Rita Khan, Mansura Yari, Lindsay Nantes, Rua Titan, Stella T. Now allow me to welcome the Director of the Master of Visual Studies, Jean-Paul Kelly.
Thank you, Michael. I'm Jean-Paul Kelly, MVS, Director of Visual Studies. Congratulations to the Master of Visual Studies class of 2021. I'm delighted to be with you on the day of your graduation. Welcome to your family, friends, peers, and the faculty joining us today to say thank you for all of your work. At the core of our work as artists is the offering of that work to a public, in the form of exhibition. In the face of events, both global and distinctly personal, that continue to directly impact our essential motivation to make, to share, to connect, you have acted with a tenacious and inspired resolve to this work. Thank you for what you have given us. It has been an honor to witness the care and the sense of community that you have fostered among yourselves and have extended outward. It is a privilege to be in your audience, to be in conversation, and to be in your company. It is a joy to know that this will continue. Over a challenging 2+ years, your commitment to research, experimentation, astute criticism, groundbreaking production, and generative dialogue has been unflappable. It is a testament to the openness with which you arrived and a promise of where you were going. I hope that you are very proud of your achievement in this program, as all of us at Daniels are. As a fellow Masters of Visual Studies graduate, I am filled with pride. Welcome to the club. Zenia Benevolsky, Emily F. DiCarlo, Simon Fu, Christopher Mendoza, Matthew Nish Lapidas, Sophia Marie Opel, Brandon Poole, Jordan Elliott Prosser, Yolo Wei, Fatma Hendewe Mohammed Yeha. And now, allow me to welcome the Director, Architecture, BA, Jeannie Kim.
Thank you, Jean-Paul. Despite not being gathered in person as we had all hoped we would be, I'd like to extend a warm virtual welcome to the students, families, friends, staff, and faculty who have joined us today for Convocation. Every one of you has had an impact on the graduates we are celebrating today. When most of you were born, the Oxford English Dictionary word of the year was Chad because of a contentious election between George W. Bush and Al Gore. It was also the first time Donald Trump ran for president. Google was still a new thing. Napster was how we streamed music. As architecture students, we had to carry our large CAD files on zip disks. And Netflix was a company that sent you DVDs by mail. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the word of the year in 2020 was unprecedented. But we are slowly but surely emerging from this moment, and you have the opportunity to now set the world on a different path. I know that you are capable of this because of the hope, optimism, and ambition of the thesis projects this year, which included a cooperative homestead to make farming and rural life along Ontario's Greenbelt both sustainable and accessible, mobile suburban skateboarding infrastructure to give voice to queer BIPOC youth, a massive site of refuge and exchange in the Sonoran Desert on a US-Mexico border imagined to be in its waning days, a kit of parts to reinforce public life and the informal use of Hong Kong's alleyways, and a new model of affordable housing that creates community and encourages ownership on former industrial employment lands in Toronto. All of this gives me great confidence that you will play a leading role in creating more culturally engaged, ecologically sustainable, and socially just environments. And I hope, in addition to this, that you will do what you love and always err on the side of kindness. Congratulations, class of 2021. Keep in touch and make us proud. Chaitali Ahuja, Shamila Akbari, Alfred Ahn, Afrida Ashraf, Lucy Baird, Vanessa Bao, Eleftheria Basulos, Noor Beydoun, Felicia Bonitatibus, David Botros, Huang Thu Bui, Kenzie Burke, Zoe Alexandra Chad, Yoon Byung Chai, Vanessa Hui K. Chan, Tiffany Chang, Donger Chen, Kira Chen, Jasper Chen, Kayan Chen, Ying Chen, Angus Chung, Angela Kimienti, Min Cho, Michelle Che, Ryan Yunhua Chow, Melanie Chu, Alessia Amalia Colia, Ryan Collins, Francesca Cornacchioni, Zhang Hong Dai, Queenie Della Pena, Alara Demureg, Su Ching Ding, Alice Dong, Jan Doroteo, Mathilde Dreyer, Madison Elliott, Don Paulo de los Reyes Filas, Fatima Faili, Ariana Fernandez Chesquin, Rebecca Ferrero, Xavier O.G. Fox, Ashish Gangwar, Shilin Yi Gao, Katerina Gerasimova, Misha Glivny, Harry Gong, Nilanika Gunathilikar, Layla Adele Gubran, Jane Guberman, Enlin Guo, Noor Habli, Valerie Haddad, Will Hagan, Sahar Hakimpur, Yuko Han, Ai Hatsukari, Abdullah Hawari, Robin Yubin Hay, Jacob Elias Sehota Henriquez, Huda Hatavkar, Stephanie Shu, Xinwen Hu, Zi Ching Hu, Angela C. Yao Huang, Jia Yu Huang, Ella Hooner, Chloe Hung, Karaclea Iordano, Kader Jafar, Clara James, Anna Jazinska, Wilson Zhang, Cindy Zhang, Yilen Zhang, Paul Taro Kaita, David Kallman, Chris Tongwei Kang, Anjuman Iris Kareem, Jemre Kazimoglu, Jesse Lockheed K, Blair Kern, Reem Khalifa, Ania Kamran Khan, Faizan Khan, Tanvi Kurmi, Yeager Konyechny, Benjamin Michael Kotis, Yujing Ku, Diana Kulutros, Riley Clarice LaChance Linklater, Nyla Laksari, Daniel Lam, Samuel Lane Smith, James Alexander Latimer, Ju Young Lee, Q Chan Lee, Yena Lee, Yi Xuan Lee, Yu Fan Liang, Sherry Xuanqing Liu, Fang Hao Liu, Shu Ji Liu, Xin Tian Liu, Yi Zhou Liu, Mustafa Lakhandwala, Christy Lopez, Crystal Jia Liu, Hao Ron Lo, Astrid Manzanilla, Zhang Yue Mao, Sheetza McGarry, Isabel Grace McLean, Kira Madison McLeish, Song Feng Meng, Rose Muhammad, Kushalni Mohana Rathnam, Tariq Mokalalati, David Morona, Benel Neal, Lauren Ngo, Muslima Niyos Mamadova, Temilolua Oluwaniyi, Randa Omar, Marilyn O'Mulin, Mina One, Yasmin Osbe, Blanca Pai, Lance Pan, Mei Hui Pan, Zhang Yao Pan, Junhee Bak, Luisa Paraduque, Nora Claire Peterson, Zhang Shi Piao, Jay Potts, Renee Powell Hines, Jose Power, Daniel Pupin, Selena Yang Chu, Pin Xuan Shui, Azan Rahimtullah, Maisha Raman Adrita, Declan Christopher Roberts, Gemma Robinson, Yalda Safar Ali, Pargol Sanat, Celia Saradine, Richard Orion Shute, Gabriela Shortino, Camilla Saitkanova, Jan Sezgin, Junji Shen,
Zijiao John Shen,
Celine Simone, Michael Sanilla, Giuliano Cicera, Eugene Song, Prasad Sukugathasan, Zhao Tong Su, Ki Wen Sun, Ramez Swice, Jessica Tam, Jie Xuan Tang, Yi Yang Teng, Jacob William Frank Tersigny, Noor Tuma, Tom Tran, Anais Sandrine Trembling, Carissa Zhang, Jacqueline Vandervart, Maria Angela Viaje, Katerina Vrolek, Zainab Wakil, Chien Wan, Chloe Wan, Eric Wang, Rou Wang, Sen Wang, Tianwei Wang, Yuan Wang, Zhifei Wang, Tandika Williams, Sabrina Wilson, Charmaine Grace Wong, Alyssa Jiamin Wu, Fan Wu, Fang Nan Wu, Na Xin Wu, Chen Chen Wu, Ruiz Yang, Lu Fan Zhu, Pengwei Zhu, Zhen Yang, Zhu Yi, Xiaoying Yip, Jinsu Yu, Sangbin Yu, Katie Yuan, Rongchen Yuan, Clayton Bao Zidan, Fei Hao Zhang, Hardy Zongtao Zhang, Yi Heng Zhao, Ji Zheng, Ying Zhou, Kei Xiao Zhu, Ying Xin Zhu, Sophie Zients, Nicole Zoder. Now I would like to reintroduce the Director of Visual Studies, Jean-Paul Kelly.
Thank you, Jeannie. Hi again. I am Jean-Paul Kelly, Director of Visual Studies. It is my privilege to extend a huge congratulations to you as you graduate today. Welcome to your family, friends, partners, and peers as our faculty warmly and excitedly honors your achievement. Though our program is named Visual Studies, one of its central tenets is the exchange of voices through a process we call critique. As we make artwork, we meet to discuss it. Whether verbal, visual, or tactile, signed or soft or loud, this collective expression of individual positions explores the ways we choose to represent and helps us understand how we are each represented. Fundamental to our production and thinking in art and cultural practice is the development of a way to communicate through our work. It happens through studio experimentation, through critical writing, and through dialogue. In looking at this list of names in front of me today, I see distinct voices. The work that you have achieved, that you have generously shared with us, is an important enunciation. I am thrilled to know that our work together in this faculty has helped you form the words, but we are in your debt for allowing us to see, to hear, and to feel your voice, and we know it will reverberate. Through all of your studies, we have witnessed your incisiveness, your invention, your resilience, and your contribution. Congratulations on this immense accomplishment. Maya Ama Serwa Boken, Robin Bolin, Ja-E Za, Maya Rachel Carnavale,
Tian Tian Dong,
Eden Sarah Frymo, Jamie Katrina Harris, Jack Joseph Holozak,
Sojung Kim Fujita,
Ye Kuang, Yang Liu, Chloe Lo, Yiji Ma, Sapish Muhammad Alizadeh Rastiga, Daniela Elizabeth Montenegro Grania, Habiba Tariq Salim, Catherine Ann Whaling, Zaiting Xu. Now allow me to welcome the Registrar and Assistant Dean students, Andrea McGee.
As the Daniels Faculty Registrar and Assistant Dean students, I have had the pleasure of getting to know this graduating class and would like to congratulate you on your huge milestone. While we hope that we could see your smiling faces in person today, we're incredibly proud of your resilience in adapting to the online environment. Your graduating class is one for the memory books. You have shown your ability to adapt quickly and effectively and have demonstrated strength in adversity. On behalf of all of us in the Office of the Registrar and Student Services, we are humbled to be a part of your academic journey, seeing you grow as individuals, designers, innovators, activists, and pioneers in your passions. We know that although your time at Daniels is coming to an end, we hope that you will stay in touch and visit us when you can. It has been an honor and a joy to have been able to see your growth and many accomplishments, and we look forward to hearing about the many adventures and successes we are sure you will experience in the future. Congratulations, class of 2021. Well done.
On behalf of the Forestry Graduate Students Association, to all graduating students this year, we just wanted to say congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone, and especially to the class of 2021.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I want the world to know how incredibly talented this group of people are, so I'm shouting it from very high.
Congratulations, the class of 2021. Here's to you.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We made it. Here's to our next chapter.
Congratulations from Galdsu and beyond, class of 2021. You made it.
Hey, graduating class of 2021. Félicitations. I'm so proud of all of us, and I can't wait to see what we achieve in the future. Mwah!
Congratulations, class of 2021. Ho'o maikai, and we're so proud of each of you.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. You guys made it. I wish you guys the best of luck. Okay, stop.
Congratulations on all your hard work. You made it.
Congratulations, everyone, on your well-deserved success.
Super excited to see what you guys achieve next.
Congrats, graduating class of 2021. Say hi.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I hope you the best in your next journey.
Congratulations on your graduation and best wishes for your future adventures.
Congratulations to our graduates. Grigri and I are very proud of you.
Congratulations to the class of 2021.